Hello, everyone. I am seriously running behind time. Yeah. Hi, Lucian. Hi, Anne Rudd. Hi, Uncover the News. How is everyone? Oh, my goodness, got my hair sticking up at the back there as per usual. Chandler Serenity, Connie Catmama, Karen Bissell, S. Walker, 1061. Hi. Thank you again for joining me. Yeah. Like I said, I'm seriously running behind this morning. Okay. Hi, Connie Brown. Now, I have a list from yesterday of questions that I did a surprise broadcast yesterday for those who didn't join me. Hey, J Cat Lady. Hey, Cappy's mom. And I've got some questions from people to look at. I was looking at the comments from yesterday as well, and a couple of queries came up as well. So how is everyone? Right. Yeah, I hope everyone's going well. Anyway, got some questions to start on with. So we'll do a usual check-in with our trumpet. Well, we've got quite a lot of questions to get through. Well, quite a few to get through from yesterday. Hi, Georgie Moon. Kate Sweet Blue, hello. And I hope people who joined me yesterday had a bit of fun. It was nice just to do some readings. Hi, Claudia Cooper. About different, just some things different than I don't touch Nostradamus. I was a little kid, and my dad put on this documentary about Nostradamus and all these things, and the images were like, oh, scared the bejesus out of me, so I stay away from him. Hi, Greta TK, Sharon Snipe. So anyway, got quite a few questions from yesterday that we'll be looking at, that we'll be going through. So we'll do the usual check-in with Trump. What's happening in Trump's world? Let's have a look at him for the next few days. First, sorry, I'm such a rush. I'm just going to take a minute. Sphere protection. Negative energy. Protection. Okay, thank you, my darlings. 171 singing. Signing. Hello, hi Bismo. So, it's difficult to protect the future. That doesn't mean you can't look for some truth about the future. That's true. I think you're on 99 days now till the election. Anyway, let's have a look at what is going on in Trump world. Oh, Nine of Pentacles reversed. Autonomy, sitting pretty, all of that reversed. Control over the situation. Yeah, not looking, and he's not feeling very secure in his situation. Let's have a look. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, he's hanging in there. He's clinging on to the power, to his power. Hanging in there. Doesn't want to let go. I'm going to do a cross, guys. So his challenge is he can't just, you know, pull things off anymore. He can't. He can't manipulate people the way he used to. You know, so he's finding that harder and harder to do. To go, oh, here's what I'm doing here. Here's my hand. Cost me out money, but look over there. Well, I'm doing this here. Well, I'm, you know, doing this. So he's finding that harder and harder to do. Base of this reading for him. Again, Two of Pentacles, balancing things, manipulation, finding it harder and harder and harder. His past actions, how they've led to this. The world reversed. Completion. Fear and anxiety, isolation. He can't seem to kickstart things like his campaign and everything. And because people are uninterested in going out, because since Tulsa and all those people getting sick, people are more interested in caring for themselves. Hi, Teresa Bossa. Where's he at the moment? Queen of Pentacles. But again, it's reversed. He's finding it hard. I think resources, bleeding resources, bleeding money, his campaign. I think people have stopped contributing to his campaign, or at least in big ways. There might be a few dollars here, a few dollars here, but I think he's finding it hard to find those big donors. Oh my goodness, everything's piling up behind me. I have to have a bit of a clean up today. Yeah, so I think he's losing donors, losing the big ones. They're not going to donate if Trump is there. Yes, that's the name of Rick Wilson's book. Yeah. Renee Rogers, hello. What's up for him next? 8 of Cups reversed. Abandonment. And I'm having a, yeah. Disappointment. Escapism. Disappointment's up for him next. Everything he thought was going to happen is not. No, bad news is coming towards him in the immediate future. What's in his environment at the moment? 8 of Wands. Movement. But it's reversed. So again, it's stagnation. You can't really feel where he's going. This isn't movement and communication. It's reversed. So like this, you know, movement towards the next thing in communication, but it's reversed. So it's stagnation. It's no movement. It's inability to communicate and express ideas. Again, stagnation seems to be playing a part here. We've got it with the world, got it with the world reversed. We've got it with the 8 of Cups. We've got it again with the 8 of Wands reversed, the 8 of Cups reversed. He's stuck. What do other people see? It's someone who reap what you sow, buddy. It's, you know, reap what you sow. They see what he's done, and it's time for, you know, him to answer for that. It's a reap what you sow card. It's time to answer for your actions. His hopes and fears. Well, the Knight of Swords. He wants to do something to charge in and create chaos and hope it works, but he's fearing that it's not going to be able to work. And he's also legal, I think, too. I think he's looking at ways where he can challenge the election result and create a constitutional crisis. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Hi, Georgie Moon. I am reading on Trump, my general reading on Trump that I always do when I open up. Michelle? Yeah, so he's hoping to be able to find a way, even if he lost in a landslide, he's still hoping to be able to find a way to say, oh, it's all illegal, it shouldn't have happened. The whole election should not have happened, that sort of thing. What is the outcome for Trump as things stand with him today? 4 of Cups, but reversed. Offers he don't want. Yeah. apathy, no, is reverse. I don't want to know. I'm not listening. Don't tell me I can't do what I want to do. I'm the big chief. You know? Anxiety. And he's going to have to face up to the truth. He's been avoiding the truth, but he's going to try and avoid the truth, which plays into the this card. He's going to try and avoid what's going to be made perfectly plain to him in November, that people don't want him there, and he's going to try and avoid getting kicked out of office. And, yeah, he's not going to go quietly. He's not going to go quietly. I know a lot of readers say he's just going to pack up and go, and if he's still there for the election, well, he won't go quietly if he loses. Let's have a quick look at that, hey? This is as things are standing today. That's why I do a check-in every time, because every day is different. What's going through his mind is probably different. Yeah, I think you and everyone else great. I wanted Trump gone 2 years ago. Hi, Renee. James Lee, hello. Hi, Deborah Costro. Remember, thumbs up, guys. Will Trump be gone before the election? Hi, Catherine Bush. Crazy Cat Lady, hello. Crazy Cat Lady Farley, hello. Catherine B. Oh, yeah, said hello. Hi, GM Dave. Rita, I said hello, I think, didn't I? Hi, Larry girl. So, will Trump be gone before the election? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Maybe that's a no. Strength. Yeah, no, I don't think he will be. I think he'll still be there, much as we'd like to see him gone. Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. But then we've got a maybe and a yes. But we've got 3 no's at the moment. We've got 4 no's. A maybe and a yes. Government. The Tower is a no. 2 of Swords. Now, Temperance. It's actually really, at first it was clear, no, probably not, and then it's like, there's just so much in the air. I don't think that it's even, you know, what will he do if so? Yeah, that's, yeah, Not really sure. Not very clear. He doesn't want to go. Going to have to make a critical decision. I still get the idea that he could be abandoned by the Republicans in August. Page of Pentacles, news of an opportunity, betrayal, heartbreak, Tower, upsetting the equilibrium, the Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles reversed, you know, Temperance, Ten of Cups, Strength. It's pretty much an up in the air thing at the moment, if he'll be there. At the moment, he's not planning on going anyway. He's looking at options and all that. But hang on a moment, guys. Just a little frozen, a little bit of extra warmth there. Oh, thank you very much, Larry girl. Yeah, I like my headbands. I like my headbands. Okay, now, yesterday, I got quite a few questions from the people, so let's start off with the first one that I wrote down. Will Ghislaine Maxwell name Trump? Will she name Trump? Will she link him to Epstein's business or their business? Just hiccuped. Are we still experiencing winter? Yes. In Australia, yes, it is still winter in Australia. Yeah. Hi, Nancy Lee. Trump's headband. Oh, Queen of Swords flew out. So, what's going on with this whole thing? Will she name Trump? The Emperor. He's there somehow. He's in somehow, but Four of Cups. She's being handed a lifeline of some sort, but she's not interested in it. So maybe, that's a maybe card. She's tired. She's sick of the whole thing. Yeah, again, there's this offer. This is the Knight of Cups. So here's an offer that she doesn't really want. She just wants the whole thing to go away. Well, bad luck, lady. And Knight of Cups, an offer. It's a false offer in this case. The Hanged Man. Beautiful cards, aren't they? Beautiful cards. This is the Llewellyn deck. Where is it? The Llewellyn Tarot by Anna Marie Ferguson. Beautiful. Again, there's maybe she's getting off the Empress. Yeah, I think he's maybe trying to say, oh, if you don't name me, if you keep your mouth shut, I'll, pardon you. But she knows that by the time everything comes along, gets done, he's probably not going to be there. So she's not really interested. He can't do anything. The Empress, she's got an abundance of proof on people. Three of Pentacles, she's talking to people. Talking with her lawyers and possibly another person like the prosecutors. Strength. They have a very strong case against her. Ace of Cups. Blocking. It's not reversed or anything, but I get blocked emotions. Oh, Ten of Swords. She's been threatened. Keep your mouth shut. Surprising, emotional news. Page of Cups. I think she's like getting lots of messages. Look at what happened to your buddy. Do you really think he did that on his own? That sort of thing. So she's definitely being threatened. At the moment, she's keeping her mouth shut for her own security, not to protect somebody. I think her and her lawyers are talking with prosecutors, maybe get her somewhere safe. Yeah, she's confined. Her movements are restricted. Well, of course, she's in jail at the moment. Seven of Pentacles, assessing. I think prosecutors are assessing what she's already offered up, and maybe she's assessing what else she can offer up. King of, yeah, that's Trump. She definitely got some stuff on Trump. She's taking her time. The Hangman too means taking time, suspension. She's taking her time. I don't think she's going to sit there and keep her mouth shut, I think, until Bar and Trump are gone. I think that's what she's waiting for. She's sitting, waiting, watching, talking to people, but, you know, she's waiting. She's got everything. Yeah, she is waiting. She's waiting for the critical time. She's got everything she needs to get herself into a better position. There's no doubt about it. She's going to go to jail, I think. But I think she cut down on the sentence or whatever. Until certain things happen, until the King of Wands is gone, she's going to just keep things clouded and hidden. I think she will eventually, but not while he's in office. Not while Bar is there. I wrote down a question for myself yesterday. I was watching the news the other day and somebody touted Michelle Obama as a possible VP pick. Hi, Annie S. So here's the same deck. Okay, Michelle Obama. Is she on the list of possible VPs? Michelle Obama, Judgment, the Star, the Hermit. Yeah, she's on the list. They have spoken to her about it. Definitely. She's not at all sure she wants that. This is her. She knows how it felt at times in the White House. There were times when, just because of the nature of what her husband was doing, she felt isolated from him, a bit lost from him. She had her own job she had to do, and that again at times isolated her from her husband and her girls. They were very close as much as possible, but there were still feelings of isolation there. It must be a really hard job to do. So she's got some reservations. The priestess, yeah. King of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. She's thinking hard about it, but she does have a lot of judgment, questions. She sort of, as a consort to a president, she sort of acted in an advisory role before, but she had her own plans for the future as well, and her own agenda with what she wanted to do with her future as well. And if she takes up this offer, if it's offered to her and she does take it up, she's going to have to put all those on hold. Got the King of Pentacles here. It's not Trump. I think she'd play a big role in the return of economic stability. Maybe a large part of her job will be looking towards that. Taking that on. And the star, she's viewed as the star, the bright star. The other thing with the isolation is she also saw how isolated her husband could get and feel at times in that position. It can be a very isolating position. And if something happened to Joe Biden and he could no longer act as president, she would then be the president. So, you know, that's why there's a big maybe here. She is talking to people. She's talking to her husband, she's talking to her daughters, she's talking to friends and family. It's not something she can just ignore and say, no, oh my goodness. Now, I don't have reversals in this deck, but the Ace of Pentacles come out reversed. So an opportunity. She may be edging towards no, turning down that opportunity. Eight of Pentacles. She's lots and lots and lots of details, lots and lots and lots of work. Really interesting. Yeah, she's certainly on the list, and they've spoken to her about it. I think she's edging towards turning down the opportunity, but there's a lot to think about, because having had a much, you know, a unique opportunity to step inside the shoes of that role of a consort, and it's like that would be a very interesting turn of events, because then you would have Jill Biden is the First Lady, and then the former First Lady is the Vice President, which is the role that Jill Biden's husband held. And the former president would then become the husband of the Vice President, or the consort of the Vice President, which is the role that Jill Biden held. It would be a really strange sort of role. It would be an interesting situation. But I think people are also I think she feels that there's putting the burden of high hopes on her as well. So I have a pink posy in my hair, yes. Okay, now somebody asked yesterday, will there be a vaccine for COVID from the UK? Let's have a look. Get the little. There we go. Okay, will there be a... I'm not saying she's not going to do it. That she's not. She could be it, yeah. But she's got a lot of things about. She knows more about being in that place than any of the others do. And yeah. Thank you, Jerry W. Except for the little stubborn bit of hair here. Got distracted. Got distracted. Thinking about something else and going. Okay, will there be a vaccine for COVID out of the UK? They're working, Nine of Pentacles, working very slow, taking their time. Six of Wands, that's good. That's a victory card. That's a yes as well. So is the Knight of Pentacles. High Priestess, a lot of wise people there, and they're looking at they're going through an agenda. They have an agenda on how they're going to handle this, and they're sticking to that. They're also making sure, looking at both sides of things, which looking at things from all angles. When you're a scientist in such a role as that, you do have to look at everything. You can't bypass things. You have to go with prevailing wisdoms in that. Knight of Wands. Yeah, they're holding back. They're holding back. They're taking your time. They're holding back on pronouncements and all that. But again, it's a good card. Nine of Cups is a good card. Nine of Swords. Anxiety and worry. King of Cups, emotional stability, also offering Cups, health, panaceas, Tower, a change, the Death card, a change. We've got the Tower. They've been really, really hopeful, but and everything so far has worked out like they've hoped, but things are going to take a bit of a turn. So not at the moment. I think something's going to go wrong and they have to go back several steps and start at do a bit of a redo from some point on. Things are going, everything been going fine, but there's going to be something that upsets things, and well, no, we've got to end this. And they're starting to feel that with this, starting to get a bit anxious. Emotional stability, something about stability. Integrity. So yeah, they've been doing really well, but then they're starting to worry about something that's, they probably have to take a few steps back. So yeah, they were doing well with the vaccine, but at this stage, no, not anytime soon. They have to go back and look at things again, go back to a certain point, not all the way back to the beginning, but they have to go back and find where things have gone awry. And I don't think it's too far back. As you know, all the results that they've been getting from tests and things have been good and been what they want to see. And they've been feeling victorious, but yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the UK in general. So how are they dealing with the virus? And Zero Marchetti's Gilded Tarot. Can of tomatoes, hey? Well, hopefully they'll vote for Biden. Ramona Capolero, hello. I'm going to have a look at the UK. What's going on there? We'll look at the virus first. What's going on with the virus in the UK? Hi, Edith Rosales. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much. The UK, the world, they're ready for a new start, a new journey. Yeah, definitely. We've got the world here, end of one journey, start of another. The Fool, they're starting on a new pathway, a new journey. What's going on? Ace of Swords. They've just got to cut through. This is their challenge, to cut through and find the truth of how things are working. A truth of what? There's the sun, illumination, happier times are at the base of this. The star, they've got a lot of major arcana here. The star, where they've been trying to deal with the virus and the economy and all that, and they're in a place now with how they've been trying to deal with things and the steps that they've taken, that they're hopeful. Got the sun at the base. What's happening at present? They're still dealing with a lot of disenfranchised. There's still a lot of disenfranchised people. People feel like they've been left out in the cold with this virus and the economy. Still a lot of those. But as above, so below. So people are feeling isolated, but there's things that are being put in place at the moment that will make things better. Oh, so we're making forward movement. Again, I don't have reversals in this card, but there's a reverse card. The Chariot, that we're making forward movement, but this is in the immediate future. Things are going to stall. So this could hark back to what I just read on about the virus, the vaccine that they've been hoping for, but things are going to stall a little bit. All that forward momentum that they feel like they've been making is going to come to a bit of a halt. What's in the environment for the UK? Nine of Swords, some anxiety. So it's going to be an anxious time, but people are seeing, yeah, but, you know, forward movement. Yes, it's anxious, but we are making forward movement. So they're seeing the movement that's been made, but this, I wonder if that was really reversed. Hopes and fears. They're hoping to be able to see their way and manipulate their way and juggle their way through this and keep things balanced, but they're fearing that they're not going to be able to. What's the outcome for the UK? New partnerships, new relationships, new starts. Wondering if this was really reversed or if it's just the way that I picked it up. No, I still feel there's going to be a little bit of a halt, but I feel that might be with the vaccine, that progress. But and it's going to cause a little bit of anxiety. And the Nine of Swords came up with the other thing is with the reading on the vaccine as well. But people are still seeing forward movement, movement into the future. What's the economy going to look like? Let's have a look there. So we'll put that there. We'll keep those cards there. They're hopeful. There's hope. There's hope for the future. There's hope for new starts. They still have to sort out a lot of things. There's a lot of things they have to get to the basis of and find. Cut through a lot of crap. Not for the truth to come out of it, but just cut through a lot of stuff that's hindered the country in the past. Cut through that. That's a challenge as well. They have to do that. What's happening with the economy for the UK? King of Swords. Balanced, fair. That'd be the Chancellor. They're hoping to be able to go back to more prosperous times. and they're looking at ideas and to do that. But it's still, the economy's in for a hard time. That's a Three of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be, people aren't going to be able to do as much as they used to for a while. That's on top of the Six of Swords, Six of Cups, sorry. That's the Eight of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles. There again, this is new ideas, new intelligence, young people, looking towards young people. They are going to stand their ground. It's going to be hard and people are going to suffer losses, but the UK's economy is going to stand its ground in the end. Ten of Cups, families, well, there is going to be restriction. Families are going to come out of it better off in the end, at the end of everything. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be some conflicts. Hey, Cameo, some conflicts happening with regard to money and stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah, in for a rocky road, but surprisingly brighter than you'd think, given that they are the highest number of cases of COVID per million people are in the UK, and yeah. Okay, what's next on my list? Will there be a treatment for autism in the future? Those who don't know, I hopped on for a bit of a surprise session yesterday, just a bit of yeah, impromptu session, and we steered away from all the usual subjects, but I did ask for some questions. One of the questions was asking about, one of the people were talking about how their grandson and grandchildren have autism. So, you know, I thought, will there be a treatment for autism in the future? A much more effective treatment. Oh, don't worry about that, Christine, and hello. Welcome. That was bad shuffling. Will there be a more effective treatment for autism in the future? I adore cheesecake, but yeah. What's going on, of course? Investigations. They're always investigating better ways of dealing with this. Money, funding is needed. There's always funding needed. More funding, the better. What's the challenge here? King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is the challenge over the Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, just, again, funding. I mean, they have funding and they're doing as much as they can with it. But again, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's not all the funding that's needed. The challenge is getting the funding that's needed. It's Ten of Swords. It's so much about autism that we don't know, and it's, you know, there seems to be so many new cases. Hi, Cameo. If you're gonna be here and button your nose in, you may as well turn around and face people and say hello. Hey, come here. Hello. Come here. Come here. Cameo. You can show your pretty face. Come on, show your pretty face. Come on, sweetheart. Off you go. Hi, Zelda. Hi, Debbie Ann. Yes, you saw a putty tat. The basis of this is, it's just once you make a step, there seems to be another area that comes out about it, and it just seems to be a never-ending stab in the back of the generations that are following us. Some governments are working on it, so the past actions leading into the future. There's more and more of a call, and because there's more and more cases coming out, more and more, there's more and more of a call on governments to do more. We're looking, is there going to be an effective treatment? The devil is at the moment. This condition seems to be winning, but it's a condition about repetitive actions, repetitive behaviors, and that's very much a thing with autism as well. Repetitive behaviors. Cameo, don't give me the side eye. She's here. You can't see her, but trust me, she's here. Come on, sweetheart. There you go. Repetitive behaviors, repetitive patterns, repetition, and it's not good. It's not good for the mental health of people with autism. It's not good. Yeah. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I really try and take care of what this little girl wants. Otherwise, she's not going to stop. Are you? Okay, you. Is this what you want? Hey? Hey? Is this what you want? Come here. Or do you want to go into daddy? Ah, okay. Come on then. You show mummy. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Hey? You want to go to daddy or the door? You show. Show mummy. Where do you want to go? This is what you want. Okay. Woman, you shall do thy bidding. Thy world is ruled by cat. I had to go and open the front door and put some treats down for her so she can have some treats and then look out the front door. So we're looking at autism, effective treatments, better treatments. Yes, there is some good news coming up in the treatment of autism in the future. But this is a major arcana, so it's still quite a ways away. In the environment about, yeah, forward movement. So what do people see? People, they're seeing some signs of being able to fight effectively against this or live better with, find a treatment to help people live better with this. Again, we've got more forward movement. So this is, again, this is the hopes and fears. So they hope that this forward movement is going to continue, but the fear, of course, is that it's going to come screeching to a halt. What is the ultimate outcome for this? They will find answers. They will find answers about autism. And if they find answers, finding the answers is the start of developing better treatments. Will better treatments be developed? There will be changes with the way things are done. This is a death card, but again, that doesn't mean anything. This means changes. Changes to the status quo, changes to the way they think. Yes, there will be changes in the way that autistic people with autism are treated. They're living a lot longer and things. So, yeah, there will be changes. There will be better treatments. I don't know that there'll ever be a cure. They will find out a lot of truths about causes and all that, and that will be able to help people make changes in treatment and possibly in cutting down numbers of people with it. Wow, that's an interesting question, Connie Brown. Connie's asked, is the key to unlocking autism related to the electrical processing in the brain or something to do with the hormonal imbalance? Let's have a look. I'm not a doctor. I have a great nephew with Asperger's. That's, you know, electrical processing in the brain. We've got 3 yeses on that. The Ace of Cups. And that's emotions as well. So those leading to upset emotions. The Fool, they are starting to map that out, I think. Knight of Pentacles, that of course is the slowest moving knight. So there's lots of things to think about there. The next one was hormonal imbalance. Oh, look, new journeys. Started one journey of another. So now we'll look at hormonal imbalance. I don't think so. I don't think hormones really play, unless it's growth hormones or something. But that's a physiological thing. Knight of Wands. it might hold back. Hormones might hold back physical development in some way. Judgment. They've looked at it. They're looking closely at everything. And there's some support for the idea. So we've got Judgment, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So there's some support for the idea of hormones playing a part. Of course, with the emotional aspect of Asperger's and other forms of autism. I'm sorry, I just signed in on Asperger's. That's because I know someone with it. But with autism, the emotional imbalances there as well. A lot of people engage automatically link emotions to hormones. But I think there's could be something with growth hormone or stuff. So there's some support for looking at it, and they're looking at every detail, and they're assessing things. They're looking at everything, and they do feel that these a couple of key areas, I'd say, in these for those two. There are a couple of key areas to look at. But yeah, okay. What is next? Will the US economy tank before the election? Well, interesting question. Hi, Debbie Ann. Hi, Sandra Henderson. I'm not going to get into the vaccine and the vaccine causes autism debate. Okay. Will they extend your unemployment that ends next week? You're in the US, Christine Thomas? I take it. Ocean Garnet, hello. Well, Mercury would certainly not help anybody out in any way. But yeah. So unemployment in this hope, Queen of Cups, Justice. Yeah, I think they're going to have to. They won't be able to justify not doing it because of the vulnerable position everyone is in. Queen of Cups, the uproar, if it doesn't happen, will be too much, and they'll be justified in doing it. But of course, the Emperor doesn't want to. But he's going to be tempered down. Yeah, I think they will. But might be a bit of a delay in those decisions being made. Yeah, a bit of a delay. I'm going to feel a bit out in the cold. There's a lot of major arcana here, which indicates a slightly longer thing of time. But yeah, you will get more unemployment, but it's not going to happen immediately. It's going to be a bit of a delay, I think. Okay, will the economy tank before the election? Let's have a look at that. Will the economy tank before the election? Abundance. There's definitely going to be disappointing news about the economy. Page of Swords. The Fool. Three of Pentacles. Group work. So far we've got yes, it's going to be definitely going to be some disappointing news about the economy. Going to have to start new ways of thinking with the Fool. People are going to be getting together and talking about better ways of doing things. Got get on top of the Page of Swords. A change. Yeah, disappointing news about a change. Not a change for the good. The Hangman, suspension. There could even be a suspension of trading, which would be a bit of a disaster, wouldn't it? I've got the Hangman, that's suspension, and maybe that's on top of new ways of thinking. Suspension of trading. Small groups working together. Five of Cups, loss. Yeah, I think it could. Six of Swords. This is a journey getting through troubled waters. Two of Pentacles. People trying to manipulate their resources and what they have left and try and make things work. Two of Cups. Partnerships. So we've got people working together and loss and partnerships. A lot of smaller companies are really going to suffer here. The Lovers. Yeah. Tower. Cataclysmic changes. The Lovers, again, partnerships in for a tough time. Ten of Swords. Yeah. I think there's every possibility that it's going to go, and that a lot of small companies and partnerships are going to be struggling to survive. There's going to be a lot of loss. Could even be a suspension of trading. People are going to be trying to manipulate things. Yeah, Ten of Swords, long dark night of the soul. Yeah, I think there could be some form of a tank crash happening before the election. Okay. So that was the last of the written questions. I'd like to follow on with that one. Yesterday I did a reading on how things are going to happen with commerce. Are things going to change? What is it? Changes in the way commerce or money does. So in the money system or the commerce system. So we had a look at that. That was interesting. So I'm going to ask some yes/no questions on that. Okay, some more yes/nos on that. Okay, so if you look for the impromptu stream I did yesterday, you'll come across that question. Changes to the commerce system. Bitcoin. Oh, I'll have a quick look at Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency. Is cryptocurrency going to take off? I don't trust it myself. I don't trust it. Cryptocurrency. Good or bad? sun shining. It could help some people through some tough times and help them find a bit of a balance. So it's not bad. It's not a bad thing, but there are risks involved. Now you see it, now you don't. Plans. They have plans for the future, the different cryptocurrencies. Knight of Pentacles, slow move. There is some mercenary aspect involved in it, of course, with some of them. Knight of Swords. There are going to be some investigations, not entirely bad. Partnerships, relationships, King of Swords. There is going to be some investigations into it. I wouldn't put everything you have into cryptocurrency, into things like Bitcoin and the others. I think there's a lot of need for regulation and investigation into the system as it currently is. It might help you with short term, but again, I'm not a financial advisor, so do not do anything with cryptocurrency based on what I'm reading here. I think it is in for a bit of a rocky time. There's some investigations. It's not entirely bad. If it's done right, it can help, but there's still so much unknown, and there's still a lot of regulation that has to be put in place for it to be an entirely safe thing. It's a risky proposition. Yeah. I would not at this stage have anything to do with it. So anyway, we're going to have a look at some of the ways in which have another look at the commerce system. The economy not looking the best. Let's have a look at the ways in which people can thrive in a tanked economy, get by, survive, and even thrive. Intuition. Listen to your gut about your money and about things. Listen to that. Don't ignore your intuition. Anxiety. It's going to be an anxious time. There's going to be a lot of anxiety. But also, with this card, as I pointed out before, it's not going to be as bad as the fear. Only 3 of these swords really appear to be any danger to this woman. Okay. The rest are by the window, and the 3 ones that are straight up and down. And they're not really aiming at anywhere that would provide a fatal wound or a mortal wound. So people have to make sure that they don't let anxiety rule everything. It's not as bad as your fears. You fear. So got the Three of Cups, support, community support, looking after each other in the community. Abundance, love, looking after each other, caring for each other. This is the Empress, the mother figure, one who cares. There is an abundance of things out there, of materials, of wealth out there. It's just not the sort of wealth that you might traditionally think of as wealth, which a lot of people nowadays think of as money and fast cars and big houses and things like that. Wealth in a different way. Three of Pentacles, group work, working together in groups, small groups. The Tower, yeah. Be prepared for changes, for sudden changes. Things can happen suddenly. So, you know, however you feel is best to do this, maybe stock up on some items for a while that might be hard to get for a while, or things like that. Maybe plant a garden, plant a veggie garden. I'm one to talk. I have a black finger. It just means that I only just have to walk through a nursery and half the plants just give up and die then because they're terrified I'm going to buy them. I just can't grow anything to save myself. Strength. Look, American communities, they do have the strength to get through this, and there is an abundance of resources there that can be accessed. Eight of Cups. I think maybe a lot of people are going to turn their back on the traditional ways of doing things and walk towards somewhere different. But also there's going to be some people who just avoid the truth, who don't want to know, who just want to pretend that everything's okay. There is going to be forward movement with things happening. It's going to be community movement. I still get the sense of community. Justice, there will be some new laws put in place. There will be some investigations as to how some things happen. There will be victory over or for people. I still get a sense of community. Community, looking after community, community resources. The government's also going to have to step in and help fix things up and sharing of resources. There are going to be some people who just kind of pretend it's not there and keep living. But it's going to be a bit of a tough time, and you are going to have to, you know, steer the boat. It's Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take a while. There are always going to be people who want to take advantage of you and rip you off. Be careful of those. Oh, I can make things better. Quick! Just give me the money and I'll double what you have. No, just steer clear of those guys. Watch out for them. Page of Pentacles, news about money. Young people. I still get this young people generating ideas. The High Priestess. Look at some of the older ways of doing this. This is ancient wisdom. So look back at the way communities helped out each other in the past, not in like in the 80s or the 60s or old ways of how communities worked. Go back a few hundred years even if you have to. Look into history and some of the ancient old tenets that still hold firm today. Bartering, you know, growing your own food, having a sheep or a cow in the backyard if you can, or small herds. Look for new ideas. Plan for a future in which you can provide a lot of things for yourself. If it's a small community and not everyone is good at growing, that you might have a community garden where someone might be like me, a gardener, but they can contribute things like resources towards the garden, rather than skills and growing. They might be good at building beds or you know, or other ways, or even just contributing towards the cost for some of the benefit, and then a community market from that. And you know, more and more farmers markets, reintroduction. Small scale, stand your ground. You'll be able to stand your ground. Small scale seems to be coming in, but they're embattled at the moment and there is loss. Ace of Pentacles, but there will be new opportunities. I think small scale. Don't look for grand ways of doing things. Small community scale ways of doing things. That doesn't mean that just because you're in LA that you can't have access to that. Different suburbs, boroughs, counties, all that sort of thing within LA, the cities within the, you know, all that sort of stuff. They can all have those things too. Okay. Oh, of course you can join Angol. You just subscribe, basically. You can go and check any of my videos and you can subscribe. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, you just go and find one of my videos and you can subscribe. You know, click it on, start playing it, you can subscribe. So. Hi, Noel. Long time no write. Carol Nash, hello. You're from the Philippines, Angol. Now, have I had some new people come in that I haven't seen or acknowledged? Carol Nash, hi, shoot. Suzanne Fortier, hello. Anne H. G&I, Dave, Endless, yeah. Oh, is Tucker Carlson back on air, is he? Busy moving, hey? I hope it's a good move for you. Oh! Ah. Well, there'll be an earthquake in the San Francisco area in the next 3 months. Interesting question. Let's see. get my John Holland deck out for that. You will have to, oh, there's a card stuck in the bottom. Isn't that just right? Oh, I think it's, no. Yeah. Interesting, very interesting. It doesn't want to be used. Let's have a look. This is going to drive me nuts until I get it, so excuse me. It's stuck in the bottom of it. Look, that. I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be there or how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 30. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it is stuck to the bottom. It's not. And it's not coming out. Ah! Maybe Spirit doesn't want me answering that question. What do you reckon? This is just, oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. You get out of here, you stubborn piece of. It's stuck. It is not coming out. That is just freaky, isn't it? I'm not prepared to destroy the box, so we'll just keep trying to get this card out. A lot of people, it seems to be coming up a lot, that question, not on my channel, but with other people asking. Linda G seems to get it a lot. I'm just going to have to put this deck aside for a while. Sorry, guys. I was going to use it, and it just I can't use it if not all the decks are there. Has anyone else ever gone and done a reading and looked at the box and then realised this card's still in there? Sometimes that happens with me occasionally, and I just look at it, well, that card was not meant to be there then. It wasn't meant to be in on the reading, but it's driving me nuts. Oh, I'll have to leave that one aside, that deck aside. I'll take care of that later. Okay, so where were we? Earthquakes. Let's see if I can get another deck. Archangel cards. Let's have a look at them. Oh, well, they've all come out. Now on, the book goes in first. And the cards on top of the books. Oh, dear. Okay. They do. They do have a mind of their own, definitely. Sometimes I'll start a reading and I'm like, no, this isn't. No, this deck is not given any answers. So, have you been blocked, G? No, you haven't. I can see you and I can read you. So, no, you haven't been blocked. If I haven't said hello, it's just because I haven't seen your name there yet. Sharon Lee, hi. Hi, Victor. Again, sometimes I'll get a cue that somebody's joined the chat because I'll see someone saying hello to them. So, yeah, it's just because I haven't seen your name. If I see your name, and I always try to say hello to everybody. The Sun, Archangel Uriel. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. The World, Archangel Michael, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well, professional success. Using resources wisely. These are both yes cards. That's a yes card. Using resources wisely. So this is the first thing I'm seeing that's like, yeah, there might be a need to think about resources. 3 of Raphael. That's cups, I think. Reasons to celebrate, community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships and children. But community support. The Hangman, perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. The Queen of Ariel, which is Pentacles. Nurture yourself and those you love. Practical and wise advice. Seven of Gabriel. Wands. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. The Magician, manifestation. Successful. King of Wands. Look, I can't see anything that says, I mean, there's a lot of pretty much all yes cards here. Then you live in on the San Andreas Fault. Yeah, you know, that's part of your life. There's always going to be earthquakes and tremors and things. I don't see a tower card, which I would be looking for. Page of one. King of Michael, Prince of Michael is swords, three of Michael. But I don't see a tower card, which I would be looking for a big shake-up. There might be small things, and I think people are gathering their resources around them and just preparing. Things can happen suddenly, but I don't see anything for a big thing. I think there's always, you know, be generous, look after each other, check in with each other, make sure you know where your evacuation centres are, what you need to do in the case of an earthquake. Make sure you have, if you have bulk boxes, you know, emergency boxes that you take with you when you evacuate and things like that. We have one for fires. Never needed to use it, but we have one. And just, yeah, make sure you do all your usual standby things. I don't see a tower. I've done 12 cards here and I don't see a tower, which to me would indicate, yeah, a big shake-up. But it's just pretty much listen to news, like the page at Gabriel, listen to news items, the orator, the news bringer. Three of Michael, three of swords. Look, release the past. Just yeah, there might be some small areas, some places get damaged from things, some damage in some areas and all that, but nothing big and cataclysmic, things that you can come back from and grow back from. But I don't see anything cataclysmic. So yeah. Oh, you mean they just didn't just shoot the person? North Korea declared a state of emergency over a COVID case. Okay. Oh my goodness. The president, he just does not get it at all. Nixon ran on a law and order, didn't he? And he got in. But then he proved himself to be a crook, and people have not bought that argument ever since. He really is. He's living in the past. This has become clearer and clearer and clearer. All of these things he's introducing, all of this law and order stance, all of these things he's trying to introduce, it's like he has mentally, I don't think he even knows it's 2020. You know what I mean? He is becoming more and more entrenched in the past. He's what replaced the Clintons and W. Bush's portraits with those of like Andrew Jackson or somebody. Is that correct? It's like he is physically, he is mentally, it's like, it wouldn't surprise me if he got rid of Reagan's and HW's as well. And He's, you know, what's this thing with the portraits? I just think that he's taking taglines from people from the 50s and 60s. And I just think he's got this, he's mentally, he listened to these people growing up, and it's reverting, I think. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, but to me it seems like he's introducing taglines and policies that, oh, the law and order president. I mean, come on, that was from the 60s, for Christ's sake. His racist policies and his, you know. Oh, Texas. How is Texas going to go with the virus, with this hurricane? 2020's first hurricane that's hit Texas. It's a biggie. It is a biggie. How much havoc is this going to cause? I'll have a look at that. Category 1. Doesn't it? Yeah, might not. You know, I know we make jokes that we don't. we throw parties during Category 1, Cat 1 cyclones in Australia, you know. Yeah. Well, you go to your doggy. How is Texas going to deal with this? 6 of Ariel. Material need to get filled. Well, you know, they're a Republican state, so they're going to get everything they need for disaster funding. 5 of Michael. Conflict. Ooh, no, 5 of Michael. Ooh, abuse of power. Yeah, people are going to be, resources are going to be diverted. Queen of Raphael. Queen of Cups. A love of home and family. Follow your heart. A lot of people are they're just going to stay home. You know, they're not going to go out. They're going to stay home and look after each other. Rekindling of relationships. The Magician, manifestation, what you need, but it can also be manipulation. And considering that the Magician was on top of the 5 of Michaels or the 5 of Swords, yeah. 5 of Ariel. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be feeling out in the Ariel is Pentacles. A lot of people are going to be feeling out in the cold and abandoned. Ace of Gabriel. Inspiration, looking for new ideas in which to deal with things that they don't have to turn to the government for. Yeah, King of Swords. Principle, rational, ambitious, and respected. Well, no. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and human. Just the Queen of Swords. It's going to be a bit of a rough ride, I think. Resources aren't going to be used as they should. Families are going to be sticking with each other and looking after each other. They're not going to be relying on the government for help. There's going to be abuse of resources there. And a lot of people are going to feel left out in the cold and abandoned. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. You know, it's going to be a mess. Family and community, they're going to try and help each other because it's going to be a huge mess, and that's the only way they're going to get through it. Okay, coming up on 2 hours, my darlings. So I'm going to finish up. I don't feel like I've been 100% with you guys today. I'm sorry about that if you picked that up. Just, you know, hi, Malik. If I haven't said hello to you, hello, Teresa, Judy. Yeah. So as usual, there's always a little bit of chaos attached to any of my live streams. But, you know, hey, there's always some fun in chaos. Oh, there should be. Anyway, my darlings, my message to you today is find some laughter within yourself, and if you can share it with others, all the better. Okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.